wọ́n gbédè o 1314 o wọ́n gbédè o global concept o abániwálé o abániralẹ̀ o abániwálẹ̀ o síbi tó dá o 1314 o global concept o wọ́n bá ní wálẹ̀ o wọ́n bá ní kanlẹ̀ o wọ́n bá ní ralẹ̀ o wọ́n bá ní talẹ̀ o 1314 o global concept o àwa nìyẹn.
1314 global concept à ń bá ní kọ́lé à ń bá ní wálẹ̀ síbi tó dáa a tún bá ní mójútólé ẹ̀lú 07062305500 lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 07062305500.
A pleasant afternoon to viewers at home. You are welcome to another edition of Happening Around the City on NSTV Lagos. Today, we will be discussing an human angle and humanitarian story that has just happened in Nigeria and that happened in London City. What are we talking about? We want to discuss about the sentence that has just been passed on to a Nigerian senator, the former deputy senate of the House of National Assembly, Dr. Ike Ekeredadu.
Senator Ike Ekeredadu and Dr. Beatrice Ekeredadu, you can remain sitting for the moment. You have each been convicted of conspiracy to commit an offence of human trafficking. You brought a young man to London to exploit him. The exploitation was the proposed donation of a kidney for reward.
Here in the studio I have with me Mr. Dele Ayodo, a veteran journalist and public analyst, and also a publisher and a consumer journalist, Mr. Abiodun Taiwo, to discuss the issue. You are welcome. To my left here, I want to ask you, sir, it's almost 20 years after the birth of Sonia, the daughter of Senator Ike Ekeredadu. Unfortunately, today, year 2023, he's been sentenced with 2 others to an imprisonment term by London courts. Is the sentence of the London court passed down to the 3 convicts, Ekeredadu, Sonia's mother, and the doctor? Is it mild or severe, sir?
Well, I won't sit down here and say any sentence is mild. The truth about life is that if you are used to the comfort of your house, particularly people at that level, very important personality anywhere in the world, believe it, 3 hours, 3 days in incarceration is big. The idea behind sentence judgment is not the width, it's not the weight of the sentence. It's to confirm and let you know that you have offended, you have sinned, and you need to be punished. So I always don't agree with people when they say a sentence is mild or a sentence long, especially when it is not a murder issue. Of course, for murder, I stand with death penalty. There's no minimum for that. But for other punishment, the law has it written down what they call the maximum and what they call the minimum sentence. So that is not left to the discretion of the judge or a jury to look at your evidence and say, okay, because of the fact that we say ignorance of the law is not a defense, we say, okay, he was ignorant. He did it out of ignorance, so let's leave that space and give him minimum. Or he deliberately, he did it from volition, so let's punish him hard. So I don't always agree with that position to say a sentence is mild or heavy, particularly with that category of people. That's the truth. To be incarcerated for 3 days, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, for a big man of that standard, just 1 weekend, is a big punishment. That's my position.
Mr. Taiwo Abiodun, what's your take?
Yes, Mr. Dele Ayodo was right. the implication to the is jail term. Even if one goes to a prison for just some minutes, that person has become an ex-convict, and the implication even to the society and to anything he wants to become in the future, except he's being given a sort of a maybe national pardon or what have you. So I wouldn't say it's a mild one. And don't forget, there have been series of interventions, even from the ECOWAS Parliament, the National Assembly, and from eminent personalities, and including the federal government. And what that law says is minimum of 10 years. And we could see that the jury went even below the minimum requirement, that is just 9 years, 8 months. So that has been a very, maybe based on the intervention of those people, maybe that was why they were able to arrive at that term. And like he rightly said, freedom is non-negotiable. When you are free, you will enjoy your life. But even when you are being incarcerated, even in an hotel, 5-star hotel, you will know the implication. Don't go out. If you want to do anything, you have to beg. Please, I want to get this thing. Please, assist me to do this. So one should not pray to just have a mild sentencing. Talk less of what he was given. And like he said, the caliber of people involved also matters. So it's not mild at all. And I pray God will give him that strength to even survive the trauma he is.
Mr. Ayodo, the implication of the verdicts on the Nigerian judicial system, how do you see it, sir?
Well, I look at the implications beyond the Nigerian judicial system. First, I must admit that the entity called Nigeria itself, we all know, has a problem. Structural, foundational, social, whatever. There is a serious problem. So it's not just on the judiciary that I looked at it from. For the judiciary, honestly, I don't see what implication it has. A lot of these allegations that we say on Nigerian judges, sometimes, because in the court when you are there, in front of the judge, what the judge is looking at is evidence before me. This is the way it goes before the evidence gets to the judge. There is no case where the prosecutor proved his case beyond reasonable doubt with substantial evidence that the court will perverse. No. But what happens, the way they do it is, are the proceedings where the cases are going. So the prosecutor will have compromised. Evidences will have been tampered with. A lot of things will have been damaged. So that's what will enable the judge to now bring his own input. And I dare we say it is the judge that is correct. Yes, I agree. The judge may be aware of those issues. Now, I'm telling you, as an investigator, as a journalist, so you work with those people. You are not going to work with the judge if you want to corrupt a judgment, if you want to perverse a case. So it is that process that you tamper with. So once you tamper with that process, it is easy for the judge to say, okay. But if you refuse to compromise within the proceedings and the processes of prosecution, believe it, because there is another stage of appeal. And what does the appeal do? It examines your judgment vis-a-vis the evidences before you and the law. So, and they throw it away. It's a disgrace. For any court, believe it, that amounts to their rating. For any judge, the number of your cases that were thrown away in appellate courts affects your ratings, affects your credibility. So I don't always agree with people that say they bought the judge and all that. So that's for the Nigerian judiciary. So it's a combination of so many things which we all know is possible in Nigeria. So I won't pick any judge and say this particular judge was corrupt. For the other implications, I look at the general society because, like my brother Taiwo Abiodun said, it's not just a criminal issue. We look at it from the social angle, and that's the angle in which I come hard on the Ekweremadus. I don't have any pity for them. Mind you, I'm not a sadist. I have water and blood running
In your veins.
in my vein. In actual fact, my father died of that trauma, kidney. So I know the pains, I know what it means. So I pity the young lady. But the parents got what they deserve. That's my position. They got what they deserve in the sense that with the level of Ekweremadu, we all know who he is. There's nobody Ekweremadu cannot pick his phone and call. He's been, if you don't know, right inside government since 1999 as first chief of staff. 1999-2003. 2003-2007, member of the House of Representatives. 2007 till date, senator. And within that area, he was the second most powerful senator. So he has all it takes to solve the problem. We know the number of people who are today, as we speak, are facing kidney dialysis. We know how much it is. We know what it takes. Ekweremadu can gather 10 people together and build a kidney center, either as a private or assist maybe 3 legs of the Nigerian tribal, the north, the south, and the west, where people who have it. It's a growing disease, particularly among blacks. What is his contribution? Not just him, his lives. He's a very powerful Nigerian. I don't pity him. He deserves a call and bargain for what he got. If he has done that, there will be no stress of lying to take somebody. As a legislator, they should probably will have legislated and say donation of kidney is legal. I know a lot of people who freely will donate their kidney. So he won't have to lure anybody. If he did it, Nigeria would have been a legal thing. He has the money, can bring in doctors who will be ready to work here.
Some people are saying that because of the implication of the health condition of our daughter, that those who are in higher position doesn't want people to know about the health issue concerning their family.
That's why I like what happened to them. That's why I like the situation. Was he exposed now? If he has done it for Nigeria, yes, that did not mean he can still not take his own child away. But those ignominy you are talking about will no longer be there. Because we don't know the number of people. I talk about my own father. We don't know, we will not say. It's like you say you are ashamed that you have typhoid or malaria. You understand? It's very rampant in Nigeria today for a lot of reasons. It's like prostate cancer. People have even talked, it's a black man disease. What I'm saying in essence is that service to humanity should be genuine, not service because they want to achieve popularity and fame. That's my submission. So I don't have any pity for him and the wife.
Yes, it's very unfortunate that Nigerians are learning a lot of lessons from Ike Ekeredadu. For somebody that has been in government since 1999 until the last dispensation, or even up to the present moment.
Until June, he's still a member of the Senate.
It's very unfortunate. Like many of these things, how much does it take to have a very good and world standard dialysis center? These are the implications when you fail to do what is right at the right time. And don't be surprised if you come out from that is a trauma and say it's going to have a foundation for this and for that. But yet the deed had been done. So like you said, the judiciary is what you put into the judiciary that is being put out, garbage in, you garbage out. And don't forget the symbol of the judiciary. I think is you will see a blind person with a sword. That is, it doesn't matter whose horse is God. But once you feed it with the wrong information, that is what you get out. And like he said the caliber of people involved may call for so many interferences, maybe from the low and the high. Those people Ekeredadu has helped, maybe from those street urchins, may also say they want to take their pound of flesh from the guy. So at the end of the day, it may go to the judge, look, I am lying, all those things. Those are the things that may come out from it. But there, it may not be possible. And that was why we were able to get this thing. So I'll just take back our leaders, maybe the high and the low, from the little councillor. What are those things you are doing, even at your constituency, at the grassroots? We have the PhD there. What has been your implication? If the nurses are not there, how were you able to inform the government? Please, we need this thing and that. You will see, that is why you see some people building only structures, saying they have built a health center somewhere. What the possibility? The equipment may not be there, and that is why we are having all these issues. In Nigeria today, many of those doctors, when they want to diagnose or get you tested, you see them going into the Google to look for what can we do with this. So, but at the end of the day, you will see that what is being many of these people, when they get out there, they perform creditably well, and those are the ones that government are even going there to consult. So we need government to do what is right at the right time, so that this thing, if we are not careful, it's a wrong signal even to them. It's a very wrong signal, because I know little thing now, ordinary pension, you see them flying out, leaving the buses at the detriment, the mercy of those people they fail to take care of. So the judiciary are doing their own, others we are also doing our own, but yet the government needs to perform its role as it is expected.
Yeah, viewers at home, on that note, we want to call it a day. But remember, the analysts have said there is need for the government to do their own. There is need for those who are in power to do what is needful. My name is Idris Oderinde. Until next week, see you.
Gbogbo ẹ̀yin ọmọ Ògùn, Ọ̀yọ́, Èkó, Ọ̀ṣun, Èkìtì àti Oǹdó ẹ máa bọ̀.
Ní gbogbo ni ká máa bọ̀.
Nílé ẹ̀kọ́ African College of Traditional Medicine ni.
Kí ni wọ́n ṣe níbẹ̀?
Ilé ìwé yìí ni àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tó dáńtọ́ tí wọ́n mọ̀ tì fún tẹ̀dọ́tẹ̀wétẹ̀gbò àti bá a ti ń lò ó ni wọ́n pàmọ̀pọ̀ ni wọ́n dá ilé ìwé aládàáni yìí kalẹ̀ láti máa kọ́ àwọn ènìyàn nípa bá a ti fi tẹ̀wétẹ̀gbò gbòògùn bá sì wúlò fún gbogbo ènìyàn.
Àìdí àwọn yìí mà dá pọ̀.
Ìwọ náà tètè máa bọ̀ nílé ẹ̀kọ́ African College of Traditional Medicine. Ibẹ̀ ló ti láǹfààní láti ní ìmọ̀ nínú gbogbo tá à ń fi tewétegbò ṣe.
Ẹ̀kọ́ ìgbẹ̀bí àti iṣẹ́ abẹ nílànà tìbílẹ̀ àti bí a ṣe lè pírísàfù àwọn àgbo wa tí kò ní bàjẹ́ títí di àkókò tá a bá fẹ́ táwa náà sì lè máa tà á. Ilé ẹ̀kọ́ yìí gbàṣẹ gbòǹtẹ̀ pẹ̀lú ìwé ẹ̀rí mọ́ jẹ́mi ìṣó lọ́dọ̀ ìjọba. Ètò ìgbaniwọlé ń lọ lọ́wọ́ £2,500 lówó fọ́ọ̀mù.
African College of Traditional Medicine wà ní Molúfẹ́rí bus stop Elékùrọ́ Lagos Abẹ́òkúta expressway Wàsímì Abẹ́òkúta.
08033723944.
wọ́n gbédè o 1314 o wọ́n gbédè o global concept o abániwálé o abániralẹ̀ o abániwálẹ̀ o síbi tó dá o 1314 o global concept o wọ́n bá ní wálẹ̀ o wọ́n bá ní kọ́lẹ̀ o wọ́n bá ní ralẹ̀ o wọ́n bá ní talẹ̀ o 1314 o global concept o àwa nìyẹn.
1314 Global Concept. À ń báni kọ́lé, à ń báni wálẹ̀ síbi tó dáa. A tún báni mójútólé ẹ̀lú 070-6230-5500. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí 070-6230-5500.